in most cases, it helps on the digestion metabolism. Yeah, the down in the water clean the digestive system. It helps with the like hyena clean. In most cases, you find them in the water like this is the fish. The thing is very, very cold. It means very thin. It increases the volume of the blood circulation. As therefore, we are running a little bit faster. When they get hot really easy, then we need to slow down a little bit. Very big radar species. They are always in number. Although when the hunt overtakes them, it happens that they separate. Each and every hyena will cover its own ground. And it happens that if they come across anything, they will tell the members of the clan, and they can obviously all together and cook. That happened last time. So it's really lucky to see here. There was no way, there was no doubt, because the TV there, it was sufficiently dry to do this. I was very much surprised with the line that needs to travel. Because they're not just pure crops, but very, very rotten and smelly. And it's kind of, I mean, for this very easy to reach by other leopards, very easy to reach by other lions, and hyena of course. So hyena was very lucky to find that. Because there was a lion before, and there was a lion on the coast.
This is the little one.
Yeah, the little one.
The next queen.
The reason it's more about the mother. That one is more bigger than that one. Taking advantage of the mother is here. And it happens when the hyena has a cell. You see the different plants that join in the cell, and it's not a problem. It happens that is a male. In most cases, a female is more dominant than the male. The male has to be more submissive than the female to get properly at the level of food. Consequently, the hierarchy between them and the lions is very weak, so it plays a very major balance in the ecosystem, which is good. The lions, when they come across the hyena cats, they kill it, the hyena will rush it out. So if you know that you shoot them, it will not have paralyzed. Otherwise, it will be more lions, more hyena, and then sort of an oppression number of oppression. So the nature balance is kind of plays that way. And these guys are very tough because you see sometimes they can stand against the side of lions, particularly if there is no man involved. The hyena can fight against them. In most cases you find them they're underground because they really, really dangerous. It was 1996, 2004, we saw one.
Only one.
Only one. It's very, very, really, really rare to find one hyena in the area. There might be existing far more north or in Kilimanjaro Park. That individual is just totally fast eating more. Because once the thing, these guys are in numbers here.
No, they will kill them.
They will kill, they're active and they're contagious. When lions will rather be in the area where the livestock land really. In our area here, there's quite a lot of hyena. Of course, one hyena cannot kill.
But one hyena is, they can all over the place.
guys, it's more important. Remember, these guys are always in and out in baby pictures. So my gun in the water, if you're worried, it is yours, is the terror in the water. Exactly. So that's very more important to find out if when people come to other being, is the terror being in the water. Because one of the things, of course, we have TB in the area, which we keep fighting. All different sorts of diseases that we keep fighting. But today, I don't know what that really positive news because Karina, my neighbors, the terror can come to the water. And it's a high access that way.
I know. I've seen it. I've just seen these in the lion picture.
Huh?
TB the lion.
It is there, but it's not going to kill the lions because the lions are stressing. It's easy for them to keep that bacteria in the baby system. But if there is no protection, it means if the bacteria of TB gets multiplied in the baby system, so they carry TB, of course, and does it, it will secondary action. It's not going to kill them, but it's not for them.
Like if they are weak, they go quicker. There's another picture.
Don't come in, man.
The next picture is another nice piece.
I'm not too good. Let's go and see what's
It smells really terrible here, but it's not because of the kill, it's because of these things. We've got a whole clan of hyenas around us. Hello. We've got a whole clan of hyenas around us. Hello. Good morning, everybody. I bet you're all jumping for joy right now because I know how you love the hyenas. Look at the sub-adult. The one on the left is being quite funny, but they're very curious. Hello. Let me count the hyenas while you have a look at them. 1. Oh, there's Thamba. Hi, Thamba. Nice to see you, boy. There he is. Sitting. That doesn't look very comfortable. And the smallest little bush willow ever, as I suspect he's been chased up there and told he can't go anywhere. Okay, well, we'll watch him. I'll keep an eye on him. Let's have a look at these hyenas, just because we never, ever get to spend time with these beautiful creatures. Oh, my goodness, look at that belly. Hello. This is so cool. Coming right round the car. Love it. When the hyenas come nice and close. Oh, I'm just going to let them smell around the car a little bit. I'm not going to move too much. I'm almost certain there's a couple of you going, wee, hyena. Well, maybe not wee, maybe woo. Maybe making hyena sounds now. Hello. Good morning. Coming right past me. Again, very relaxed animals. For those of you worrying about my safety because I don't have a door on the side of the car, please don't worry. We are all good. They're used to vehicles. These animals come into camp and harass us all the time. They're not going to try and pull me out the car, however. But there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hyenas that I could see. And they're watching a vulture just above us, a hooded vulture. Circling. Off it goes. Starting its day early. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hyena. In fact, there's probably a few more. Are there 3 at the back? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're getting more and more and more and more and more. But I look forward to finding out if it's any of our favorite Djuma hyenas, because apparently Michael, who is a fond hyena fan, said that the first one we saw he'd never seen before. Now, Kathy, you've just asked about the smell, and I suppose it was because of my reaction when I first arrived. It doesn't smell like carcass anymore. It smells stinky, like dirty dogs that have been in the drain and have also not bathed for about 3 years. It's a little bit sweet sometimes, but not quite as sweet as the scent of a wild dog. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's not particularly pleasant, that's for sure. That is definitely it. Oh, this is quite nice. I believe that there's also a hyena swimming around at Vuurtela Dam. Wouldn't it be nice if this lot could actually go and join them? Now, the reason why they're lingering is I think they know that there's nothing left of the carcass, but they can smell the kudu fetus that was taken up the tree, and thankfully it's still there. So I think they're hoping that it's going to fall down, or that they're going to be able to jump up and snatch a piece. I'm not really sure. But once it gets a bit warmer and the belly set in, they're going to get quite tired and then probably go for a rest. What you got there? No, I think maybe a bit of stomach or something. I don't really know what's left over there. Now, something quite interesting, we got to see a great example of it while we're in the Mara, is the way that hyenas sort of rest up during the day. And Maximus, you're wondering exactly this. Do they lay on their own, or do they sleep in a group? So typically the hyenas will sort of scatter themselves out and around the main den site, almost as if they were the sort of people were out. Well, how do I explain this? So imagine, I'm just trying to do this, if you were in a war and you wanted to catch people that were coming, well, to raid your camp, to come and get your food supplies. You sort of place yourself all out, and hyenas do that because they're almost like alarm systems, like tripwires. So if one spots a pride of lions, maybe a couple of kilometers away, it's going to let all the other hyenas in the area know, and they'll be close enough that they can rally one another up together. So they don't really stay in a group. You'll see that when they get to a den site, and the females are there with all the youngsters, the ones that aren't old enough to leave. And let me just quickly let you know, you better have your volume turned up if you're watching the dam cameras, or there should be some great hyena audio. I can hear them just a little bit far away. It's not great sound out here, but they've stopped now. So yeah, so they basically lay all scattered out, and it's probably the best way. Remember, there's quite a few individuals in a hyena clan, especially up in the Mara where there's so many of them. Oh, lots of vultures coming in. You see, this is why I'm not surprised that the lions are here. Oh, is that Intima? Oh my goodness. So that little one that we're seeing, thank you Michael, you said was Intima. Oh, that's so funny. That would explain the crazy behavior. Because she was just going round and round and round and round. And she's all grown up now. She's not little anymore. Apparently Gwen's son Soul is also present. That's fantastic. I don't know which one he is, but I'm happy that he's here. It looks like they're maybe crunching on a few last little bones. Actually, this hyena looks like it might drag it out. Let me give you a little extra light there, just to warm it up slightly. Come on, pull out that rib cage for us, please. And I think that's what the vultures are hoping they're going to get at the scraps, whatever may remain in there. But I won't do too much moving around now because the hyenas are being really cool and just running up and down past the car. They're such funny animals. They really are cool. Don't worry, we will have a look at thamba eventually, but there's plenty time. I do know how you all love the hyenas, so it's important that we spend a little bit of time with them. Thamba, you can't be the center of attention all the time. There we go. And who's this though? What are you looking at over there? They keep looking in sort of a northerly direction, so I don't know if there's maybe lions roaring or if there are other hyenas responding, but just every now and then staring into the distance. And hyenas have got fantastic eyesight. Not eyesight, what else I say? Fantastic hearing. So they can pick up sounds from very, very far away. Look at that belly though. You're going to have to go and lay in some water. Oh, hang on, here's thamba coming down. I don't know if they're going to chase him. He's there. He's just behind the bushes. And one of the hyenas realized that he is there. He's looking up at his kill. I think he's going to maybe try and make a run for it and quickly get up that wattle. You can't be hungry. Surely not. Gutsy boy, there he goes. Quickly, quickly, before they get you. Up he goes. He's a happy fella now. Now the hyenas know that if he's sitting up there though too, that he runs the risk of dropping it. He's not the most experienced leopard just yet, so they've all just come charging back in again. Let's keep a little bit of light on him. It's still a bit dark. Not too much though, not that it's going to bother him at all. What an exciting morning. How cool is this? I am, however, going to have to call this on the radio, as most of you know. Right, let me do that quickly and see what thamba does. Morning stations, I've relocated on thamba, same position as yesterday. There's also lots of hyena here, one on lock. And then someone is going to respond to the sighting, so then I must just say, yes, you can come in. Okay, I'm just going to confirm, I think, with Rexon, that all is good here and that he's welcome to make his approach. Steve, I think, has finally reached his destination and he's about to get out on foot. We do. And I'm so excited that this is young and Djuma. That's so awesome. I'm trying to figure out how old she'll be now. She must be over a year. Yeah, probably a year and a little bit. Has it been that long? Surely. Or close to a year, at least. There you go, one of the hyenas sort of nudging her. I should have known by her racing around behavior. She hasn't changed. You've got your ear being pulled. And Djuma's fighting back. I feel like ear pulling is the best way to be reprimanded. Now, oh man, I can't believe how big she is. I can't wait to go back and look at my last photos that I have of Djuma and compare them. I'm so sorry, Curse. Can I please have that question from just before? Hey, big girl. You've also got a big belly. Ah, there we go. And it's from Blue Cozy. And it's whether hyenas actually ever hunt or do they just scavenge. Well, Blue Cozy, hyenas are actually exceptional hunters. They're a lot more successful at bringing down prey than lions are. However, they are largely scavengers too. So when there's an opportunity, of course they're going to take it. But they can quite happily hunt for themselves. And in the Sabi Sand, they like to hunt kudu. Well, they hunted a lot of kudu down in the southern Sabi Sand. I've seen them chasing after kudu here. And because there was an entire kudu carcass down on the ground that was way too big for thamba to take up a tree, well, they made the most of it. Oh, careful, face planted. I think Djuma and I have a lot in common. We both use our face to break our falls. There we go. Oh, right. Very exciting. Steve, of course, has been tracking lions, but instead he stumbled across an elephant. They've just eaten everything. How's that? There was a beautiful chunk of flesh, and then this one's going, I'm going to eat the casing around the stomach. I'm going to take that. You carry your handbag away, your handbag of, well, partially digested grass and leaves. Well, probably leaves. Look how strong it is. Running right past us. Look at that. There we go. An incredible demonstration of how strong these animals are. Perhaps this hyena is going to take it back somewhere. I don't really know what to do. I don't think we're going to be able to follow it off-road, however, because it's approaching a drainage line fast, and I know there's not many spots that you can cross. Off it goes. But here we go. It could be taking it back to the den site. They all look like they're actually moving in a northerly direction. We've got him. My first decent view of this beautiful boy. Well, not first time I've seen this leopard, but it has been quite some time. There's also some beautiful humming sounds coming from the hyenas. They're now singing a musical tune. And thamba looks so exhausted he's about to fall asleep and fall out of the African wattle. Do you know what he's doing? He's doing the thing that all mothers do when they fall asleep in front of the TV. She looks like he's about to do the classic neck roll. I bet you all know what I'm talking about. Where mom will drop her head and then roll her neck and then you go to sleep or go to bed. No, I'm not sleeping. That's basically what thamba is doing today. And he's a beautiful cat. Oh, he's awake again. Watching TV. Us being the TV and the hyenas, I think, this morning. And holding on tight to what's left of that fetus. That'll keep him going, though. I don't think anybody will give him too much trouble up there. Not the vultures, either. Well, it would be quite cool, though, to watch a big white-backed vulture, or perhaps a leopard-faced vulture, flying in and trying to knock him out the tree. Wouldn't that be a sight? So, thamba, no one's leaving you alone. Now, just every now and then you may hear some... We've got some very keen photographers in the next car. That's what that is. I promise it's not me taking illegal photos this time. I'm honest these days. I just tell you when I'm going to take a picture when I'm not supposed to. But it's very cool. It's really beautiful now. It's just a pity about the light. Come on, clouds, burn away. We don't want you here. Oh, no, actually, they are starting to burn away, funny enough. And how great that we got to see the nguhumas. It's definitely been some time. I hope that at some point I get to see them. Although I have seen them a few times, but I'd like to see them live with all of you. And have a look for my favorite floppy-eared lion. It would be quite nice. But this is stunning. What a great way to start Saturday. Ooh, says one hyena. Every time they do that, Thamba's face looks very unimpressed. Ears sort of flopping to the side. He's actually finally grown into his ears, although they're a little bit big. It's kind of like last night we were watching that bird, and it was on that very thin branch rocking away, and Kirsty had said it's like a rocking chair. I think that's what's happening up in this wattle as well, which is maybe why it's putting Thamba to sleep. Look, because that's not him sort of bobbing around, that's actually the wind blowing, or his weight also bounding up and down, making that branch move a bit. Gillian, you said he still has such a baby face, but he is still a baby. I mean, Thamba's not even 2 yet. Isn't he only about 1.5 years old now? I'm sure he's 6 months younger than Hosana. So I think he's doing quite well. And he will have a baby face. He's a very pretty leopard. But when I look at him, I see more of Mvula than I do Tingana. I don't know about all of you. I definitely see Tingana and Hosana. But it's a tough one. I don't know, with those sort of bluish eyes. He is a stunning cat, though. Both Hosana and Thamba are very, very pretty boys. And they're going to grow into magnificent leopards, too. Just go to sleep. I'm sure you can dangle a good spot there. And dangle from a good spot. Shame he really can't keep his eyes open. You're watching the hyenas that are now down below him again. Unfortunately, the position we're in now is kind of limited. But it's not just the hyenas that are lurking. Senzo, 12 o'clock in front of the car, there is a hooded vulture. So she's sitting on a branch, which is quite cool. You might be able to see one hyena too. I'm sure everybody's got some wonderful screenshots there. You can see the very moody, ominous sky. There it is. Lurking. The Grim Reaper has arrived. They're weird looking things. I don't know about vultures. Right, so the Nkuhumas have been fast asleep, but it seems as though Scott has obviously told a funny joke and they've lifted their heads to have a laugh. No, my friends have finally moved out of the way. Go away. Get out of the sighting. No. That's the terrible. Not parking there. That's so gross. I'm so sorry. That is the most vile smell. My eyes are even watering. Whatever. Ugh. I can't tell you how this just turned my stomach upside down. Ugh. Yeah. Whew. Need a little moment here. No, Kirsty, I'm not talking about my friends that were in the other car. See, I do have friends, everybody. That was the smell of, I don't even know what it was there. Where did he go? Oh, he's going back up. Look at, he's so clumsy, this leopard. That's actually quite cool the way, it's a bit bright, but it's quite cool the way he's up there. See how harsh the light is getting now. He also doesn't have the straightest teeth, something that I've noticed. Big teeth. They sort of go in all sorts of different directions. I'm looking up towards the kill now. Up he goes. That was a big jump. I suppose it must be quite daunting though. He's desperately trying to hold on now. Come on, Thamba, you can do it. There we go. To sort of jump up quite a narrow branch. It's very narrow, in fact. I mean, you can see it in comparison to the size of his paws. His whole paw doesn't fit on it. It sort of spews on over. So it's impressive balancing skills. He'll get better, though, as he gets older. And he starts learning various techniques. Although, I don't know if Tingana or Hukumuri could be able to stand up on that branch. I wonder if they wouldn't break it. There they go. My friends are actually leaving now. Bye, friends. Taking a tree with them. Kind of sounds like me when I leave a sighting too. Now he's hiding away. Now it's difficult to see him. Let me try reposition again. I don't want to go to where that smell was, though, because that's absolutely horrific.